Good morning, one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the heavy water cold reactor and gas cold reactor. Okay, these are the last two types of the reactors in the nuclear power plant. Okay, in the previous class we already discussed about the boiling water reactor, pressurized water reactor, and FWR, fast breeder reactor, and also we are discussing about the heavy light water cold liquid metal cold reactors and heavy water cold reactors. Okay, these are the six types of reactors in the case of a nuclear power plants. Oh, okay, the FBR, BWR and PWR is the very important type of reactors, and this will be regularly used in the nuclear power plants. Okay, mainly the reactor is the heart of a nuclear power plant. Why? Because it is the heart of a nuclear power plant. The total fusion process will be done in that reactor only. Okay, that's why it is the heart of a nuclear power plant. Okay, in the last types of the reactors are the heavy water cooled reactors and the gas cooled reactors. Okay, these are the various types of a reactors in the case of a nuclear power plant. Okay, the heavy water cooled and the moderated reactors, it is also called as the CANDU type of reactor. Okay, it is also called as the CANDU type of reactor. Canadium, deuterium and uranium. Canadium, deuterium and uranium type of reactors. Okay, this reactors was first developed by the Canada. Okay, then it is called as then it is known as the CANDU type of reactors. Okay, why? Because the name it is the CANDU means the this reactor is first developed in the Canada. Okay, CANDU means the Canadian deuterium and uranium, deuterium and the uranium. Okay, this reactors use of heavy water is the moderator. Okay, this reactors use of heavy water as a moderator and the coolant. Okay, the enriched uranium is the much costly, then we are using the natural uranium as the fuel. Okay, enriched uranium is the most costly one, that's why we are using as the natural uranium as the fuel. Okay, in the case of a CANDU type of reactor, CANDU type means the Canadium, deuterium and uranium type of reactors. Okay, this type of reactors, the fuel is used as the natural uranium. The fuel is used as the natural uranium. Okay, and also the coolant and moderator, and also the coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. Okay, the coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. Okay, the fuel is used the natural uranium, and coolant and the moderator is the heavy water in the case of a CANDU type of nuclear reactor. CANDU type of nuclear reactor means the Canadian CA means the Canadian. CA means Canadian. And D means the deuterium. Canadian, deuterium uranium. Okay, then it is called as the CANDU type of reactor, Canadian deuterium uranium. The fuel is used as the natural uranium, and coolant and moderator is the heavy water. The coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. Okay, this is the one of the important points in the case of a Canadian deuterium uranium type of reactors are the heavy water reactor. The coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. That's why the name is called as the heavy water cooled and the moderator reactor. Or this type of reactor is to be first developed in the Canadian. That's why it is called as the CANDU type of reactor and Canadian deuterium uranium type of reactor. Okay, this is the basic design for that heavy water cold reactors and moderator reactor are the CANDU type of reactor. Pressurized heavy water reactor, PHWR, pressurized heavy water reactor are the Canadian deuterium type of reactors. Okay, the primary and the secondary circuits are similar in the PWR. Okay, in that we are having the two types of circuits are there, the primary and the secondary. Okay, the two circuits are similar to the PWR. Heavy water is circulated in that circuit and the stream is produced in that secondary of that circuit. Okay, these are all the control rods and this is the calandria and pressure tubes, and this is the fuel elements. Okay, in that the heavy water is circulated to this primary circuit and the stream is generated in that secondary circuit. Okay, this is the primary circuit and this is the secondary circuit, and this is the stream outlets and this is the stream generation. The secondary circuit is the stream production circuit and heavy water is entered into that primary circuit. Okay, the heavy water is circulated in the primary circuit and steam is produced in the secondary circuit. Okay, transferring the heat in the heat exchangers. Okay, the most advantages of reactor is that heavy water has a very low absorption cross section. The heavy water has a low absorption cross sections and it can be used as a moderators and it can be used as the moderators. Okay, the heavy water is used as the moderator. Okay, the other advantage is the reactor control is easy because of absence of the control rods. In that there is a absence of the control rods, then the reactor control is high easily. Okay, high multiplication factors of the low fuel consumptions. Okay. The CANDU fuel assemblies consist of a bundle of 37 half metal long fuel rods. Okay, that is the gypsum tubes are the natural uranium tubes. The control rods connect the Canadian vertically and the secondary shut down the systems. Okay, in that pressurized heavy water designs such as the CANDU reactors are the heavy water cooling and the slightly enriched fuels. Okay, CANDU registers can be accessed a variety of that fuels. Okay, in that Canadian deuterium type of uranium, the fuel is used as the natural uranium instead of the enriched uranium. Okay, therefore the cost of the fuel cost will be reduced while using the natural uranium, and also the coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. The coolant and the moderator is the heavy water. Okay, next coming to the this type of reactors is first developed in the Kennedy, then it is called as the CANDU type of nuclear reactors. Okay, these types of reactors having the two circuits, primary and the secondary circuits. The primary circuits flows through the heavy water, and secondary circuits are used to producing the steam generation. Okay, like as PW or pressurized water reactors. Okay, these are the some of the major important points in the case of a nuclear reactors. This is the another diagram for that heavy water cooled reactors, heavy water cooled reactors, and this is the steam inlets. Okay, this is the steam inlets, feed waters, steam generators. Okay, these are the steam generators, and these are the control rods. These are the control rods, and this is the moderator heat exchanger, and this is the fuels. Okay, this is the pressurized tubes and moderators, pressurized tubes and the moderator. Okay, this is the CANDU type of the reactor, primary circuits and the secondary circuits, primary circuits and the secondary circuits. The light water is entered into these pumps. The light water is entered into these pumps. Okay, these are the light water enter pumps, and this is the fuels, and this is the reactors. Okay, these are the reactors. Okay, this is the another circuit diagram for that heavy water cold reactors. And we are having the some of the advantages are there in the case of a heavy water reactors or the CANDU type of reactors. That is the major advantage is that we are using the natural uranium as the fuel. Therefore, the cost will be reduced for the fuel. Okay, the reactor vessel may be built to withstand the low pressure. Okay, this reactors is used to withstand the low pressure. Therefore, the cost of the vessel is also very less. Okay, no control rods are required. Therefore, control is much easier. Okay, heavy water being a very good moderator. Okay, these types of reactors, higher multiplication factors and low fuel consumptions. Okay, at a short period is required for the site construction compared to the PWR and BWR. Okay, these are the some of the advantages in the case of a CANDU type of reactors. Okay, next coming to the disadvantages, the cost of heavy water is extremely high. Okay, that is rupees 300 per kg. Okay, in that the moderator and the coolant we are using as the heavy water. Okay, that heavy water is very costly, that is 300 per kg. Okay, the leakage is the major problem as there are two mechanically shield enclosures for fuel channels. Okay, in that the leakage problems are mainly important consideration. Canadian designs generally are based on the recovering the high properties of the heavy water leakages, as absolute leakage tightness cannot be assured. Okay, very high standards of designs, manufacture, inspections and maintenance are required. Okay, in that we are requiring the regular maintenance. Okay, the power density is considerably low as compared to the PWR and BWR. Okay, these are the some of the disadvantages in the CANDU type of reactors. Okay, once observe the diagram, this is the CANDU type of reactor. Okay, in this type of reactor we are using the coolant and moderator is the heavy water. Okay, understand my ee type of reactor ఎందులో మనం ఏం యూస్ చేస్తున్నాము, కూలెంట్ మోడరేటర్ వచ్చేసరికి హెవీ వాటర్. ఓకే, ఇది ఫస్ట్ కెనడీలో మనకి డిజైన్ అయింది కాబట్టి దీని నేమ్ CANDU టైప్ అంటున్నాము. అంటే కెనడియం డిటోరియం యురేనియం టైప్ ఆఫ్ రియాక్టర్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, ఇందులో మనం యూజ్ చేసే ఫ్యూయల్ ఏంటి అంటే న్యాచురల్ యురేనియం ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఫ్యూయల్ వచ్చేసరికి న్యాచురల్ యురేనియం, కూలెంట్ అండ్ మోడరేటర్ వచ్చేసరికి హెవీ వాటర్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. కెనడీలో ఫస్ట్ డిజైన్ చేశారు కాబట్టి కెనడియం డిటోరియం యురేనియం రియాక్టర్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, ఈ ఎన్రిచ్డ్ యురేనియం వచ్చేసరికి మనకి కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ కాబట్టి దీంట్లో మనం న్యాచురల్ యురేనియం అనే దాన్ని యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, హెవీ వాటర్ ని మనం మోడరేటర్ గా యూజ్ చేయడం వల్ల క్విక్ గా మనకి పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మోడరేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మోడరేటర్? ఇట్ విల్ బి కన్వర్ట్ ద ఫాస్ట్ న్యూట్రాన్ ఇంటూ ద స్లో న్యూట్రాన్స్. Okay, in that the pressure of the control rods is also very less when compared to the PWR. Okay, in that we are having the two circuits, primary circuit and secondary circuit. Okay, primary circuit లో మనకి ఏంటి హెవీ వాటర్ అనేది సర్క్యులేట్ అవుతుంది. సెకండరీ సర్క్యూట్ లో ఏంటి స్ట్రీమ్ అనేది మనకి జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. Okay, in that primary circuit the heavy water is circulating and the secondary circuit the stream will be generator. Okay, this is the basic construction design of the CANDU type of reactor, and this is the another basic constructional design, and this is the primary circuit and this is the secondary circuit. These two are the steam generators. Okay, these are the primary circuit and these are the secondary circuits. Okay, this is the steam generators and steam generation circuit, and this is the heavy water circulating circuit. In that we are having the moderators, fuels and control rods are there. Control rods are designed. Okay, next coming to the advantages. ఏమేమి అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి? మనం యూజ్ చేసేది ఏంటి? న్యాచురల్ యురేనియం అనేది మనం యూజ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాము. ఓకే, న్యాచురల్ యురేనియం వల్ల మనకి కాస్ట్ అనేది తగ్గుతుంది. ఓకే, ఈ రియాక్టర్ వెజల్ ని మనం బిల్ట్ విత్ స్టాండ్ లో ప్రెషర్స్. ఓకే, లో ప్రెషర్స్ కూడా మనకి అది విత్ స్టాండ్ అయ్యేటట్టు దాన్ని మనం డిజైన్ చేసుకుంటాం కాబట్టి కాస్ట్ అనేది కూడా మనకి తగ్గుతుంది. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ మన కంట్రోల్ రాడ్స్ కానీ యూజ్ చేయకపోయినా దీన్ని ఆపరేట్ చేయగలము కాబట్టి మన కంట్రోల్ అనేది ఈజీగా చేయొచ్చు కంట్రోల్ రాడ్స్ లేకపోయినా. ఓకే, ఇందులో మనకి మోడరేటర్ అనేది చాలా పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి మనకి టెంపరేచర్స్, న్యూట్రాన్స్ ని స్లో డౌన్ చేసే ప్రాసెస్ అవన్నీ కూడా అంత ఎక్కువ ఎఫెక్ట్ అనేది చూపదు. ఓకే, హెవీ వాటర్స్ అనేవి మనం యూజ్ చేయడం వల్ల మోడరేటర్ కి మనకి పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఆపరేషన్ క్విక్ గా జరుగుతుంది వెన్ కంపేర్ టు ద PWR అండ్ BWR. ఓకే, ఇది కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ గానీ సైట్ గానీ అవన్నీ కూడా చాలా తక్కువ పడుతుంది వెన్ కంపేర్ టు ద PWR అండ్ BWR. నెక్స్ట్ డిసడ్వాంటేజెస్ వచ్చేసరికి మనం మెయిన్ గా ఇందులో మెయిన్ డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి అంటే మోడరేటర్ కూలెంట్ కి హెవీ వాటర్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తాము కాబట్టి ద కాస్ట్ ఫర్ దట్ హెవీ వాటర్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్. Okay, that is 300 rupees per kg. Okay, that's why it is the main important disadvantage in the case of a CANDU type of reactors. And also some leakages are done in the case of a heavy water cooled reactors. Okay, therefore that is the major problem for tightening of that mechanical leakages. Okay, they and low power densities, therefore when compared to that PWR and BWRs. Okay, these are the major important considerations and advantages and disadvantages for the CANDU type of nuclear reactors. Okay, next type is the gas cooled reactors. Okay, next type of the reactor is the gas cooled type of reactors. Gas cooled reactors. Okay, these types of reactor employs a gas. Okay, this type of reactors employs the gas. In that CO2 or helium in place of water as the coolant and the graphite as the moderator. Okay, instead of water coolant we are using the CO2 or the helium. CO2 or the helium. Okay, the graphite is used as the heat exchanger. Okay, the heat exchanger is necessarily required. Okay, the gas is circulated through the reactor core and the heat exchanger by means of a gas compressors. Okay, by means of a gas compressors. Okay, this is the gas cooled reactors. Okay, these are the gas cooled reactors. This is the cool gas jet and gas circulating, and this is the heat exchanger. We are compulsorily use the heat exchangers. These are the gas shield vessel, radiation shielding, and this is the pressure vessel, and this is the moderator, fuel rods, okay, control rods, and hot gases that will be entered into the heat exchanger, and this is the water inlet, and by using this water and the hot flue gases, then it will be converted into that steam. Okay, this total is the heat exchangers. Cool gas ducts and gas circulates. These are the gas circulating. Okay, these types of reactors employs the gas. Okay, that is coolant we are using as the coolant we are used as the coolant is used as the CO2 and helium, carbon dioxide and helium is the coolant. In that we are using as the gas circulates, that is the CO2 or the helium that will be used for the cooling purpose. Okay, and then the moderator is the graphite. Okay, and then we are using the moderator, that is the graphite. Okay, the moderator is the graphite and coolant is the CO2 and the helium. Okay, in that the fuel is used as the uranium. Uranium is used as the fuel. Okay, the large amount of gas is required due to the before heat takes place. Okay, in that we are using the large quantity of the gas for cooling purpose also. Okay, the graphite is the moderator, is less effective than the water. Okay, then require the large volume cores. Okay, then require the large volume cores. Okay, this total are the heat exchanger. This total part is called as the heat exchanger. In that we are entering into the water, and that in this side we are entering the hot flue gases that will be delivered by this chamber. Okay, by combination of this water and the hot flue gases, then that steam will be generated. Okay, this will be going out of like this. Okay, this is the hot gas duct, and this is the heat exchanger, and this is the water circulating pump, and this is the gas circulating pump. Okay, this is the gas circulating pump. In that the coolant we are using as the CO2 or the helium as a coolant. Okay, we are having the some of the advantages are there, that is the possibility of the use of natural uranium as the fuel. Okay, in that we are using the natural uranium instead of the enriched uranium, because the enriched uranium cost is more when compared to that natural uranium. Okay, greater safety in the comparison with the water cooled reactors. Okay, we are having the greater safety. Okay, low pressure coolant and the relatively high reactor temperatures. Okay, it having the high reactor temperatures, and also the coolant having the low pressures. And we are having the some of the disadvantages are there, that is the relatively large size of the reactors because of the use of the natural fuel and the graphite as a moderators. Okay, large size of the reactors. Why? Because it having the large size means the graphite graphite and used as the moderators, and the natural fuel is used as the fuel. Okay, it having the low power density. Okay, it having the lower power density. Next, low stream pressures and the temperatures. Okay, it having the low stream pressure and the temperatures. Okay, these are the some of the disadvantages that will be there in the case of the gas cold reactors. Okay, in that gas cold reactors, CO2 or the helium will be used as the coolant. Okay, the moderator is used as the graphite. Moderator is used as the graphite. Okay, this is the one of the basic construction design of the gas cold reactors. Okay, these are all the control rods and these are the fuels. Okay, this is the moderator, that is the graphite. Okay, this is the moderator, that is the graphite, and this is the total pressure vessel that is shielded by the radiation shieldings. Okay, this is shielded by the radiation shieldings, and this is the heat exchanger. This is the heat exchanger, water inlet, that is the water circulating, and this is the here hot gases that will be entered into that heat exchanger. After combination of this water and the hot gases, then the steam will be produced. Okay, this will be out of that steam. To improve the cost effectiveness of the gas cold reactors, it will be necessary to go the higher temperatures. Okay, to achieve the high thermal efficiencies and higher power densities to reduce the capital costs. By using these gas cold reactors, we are reducing the capital cost of that equipment. This entails increases in the cooling gas pressures and charging from the Monex to the stainless steel, calcium as the uranium as the materials for the fuels. Okay, this is the another type of that reactors. These are the control rods and graphite as the moderator fuels. In that we are using the pressurized vessel radio shieldings. And this is the one type of heat exchanger, and this is the another type of heat exchangers. This is the water inlets and water circulating pumps, and these are the heat exchangers, and this is the stream. Okay, this is the another circuit diagram for the gas cold reactors. Okay, in that also the moderator graphite as the moderator. Next, light water cold reactors are the graphite moderator reactors. Okay, this type of reactors, the heat is removed from the fuel. Okay, by pumping of the water under pressure. Okay, in the previous case, we are using the heavy water as the coolant and the moderator. Okay, but in the case of, in this case, the light water is used as the coolant and graphite as the moderators. Okay, many of the major components, including the pumps and the stream drums, are located within a concrete shielding to protect the operations against the radioactivities. Against the radioactivities. Okay, that is the some of the major advantages in the case of a light water cooled reactors. Okay, the design of these types of reactors is the bulk water reactors or the radium bulk water reactor. Okay, this is the another construction diagram for that type of reactors, and these are the control rods, and this is the steam generators. Okay, this is the steam generators, primary circuits, and this is the primary circuit, and this is the secondary circuit. The primary circuit is the low water, light water cool circulating pumps, and the secondary circuit is the steam generations. Okay, in that we are using as the graphite as the moderators. Okay, these are the fuels, and these are the pressure tubes. These are the pressure tubes, light water pressure tubes. Okay, this total circuit will be shielded with the concrete shielding. Okay. Next, what are the advantages advantages are there in the case of a gas cooled reactors. Okay, it is coming to the advantages is simple in fuel process. Okay, in that we are using as the natural uranium, no corrosion. Okay, in that there is no corrosion. Okay, graphite stable at a high temperatures. Okay, graphite is used as the moderator, therefore it having a stable at high temperatures. Okay, in that CO2 is used as the coolant, or helium you are using as the coolant. Okay, by usage of that CO2, it eliminates the possibility of the explosions. Okay, it eliminates the possibility of that explosions. Next, uranium carbide and the graphite restrict the high temperatures. Okay, these are the one of the major advantages in the case of a gas cold reactors. Next, what are the major disadvantages are there in the case of a gas cold reactors are the first one is the fuels. Okay, more quantity and the costly. Okay, the fuel requirements are using the more quantities and it having the more cost. Okay, the power density is very low. Okay, the density of the power is also very low. Okay, more fuel is used, that is the high critical mass, then more power for the coolant circulations. Okay, it can be complicate the consolations. Okay, it can be complicate the consolations. Complicates the consolations. Okay, these are the major disadvantages in the case of a gas cold reactors. Okay, major disadvantages in the case of a gas cold reactors. Okay, these are the various types of the reactors that will be used in the nuclear power plant. Okay, so how many types of mainly commonly used type of reactors? That are the BWR, that means boiling water reactor. Next one is the PWR, that is the pressurized water reactors. Next one is the fast breeder reactors, that is the FBR. Next one is the liquid metal cold reactors or the sodium graphite reactors. Next one is the heavy water cold reactors and also the CANDU type of reactors. Next one is the gas cold reactors. Okay, next one is the gas cold reactors. Okay, these are all the 6 types of reactors. Okay, in the 6 types of reactors, the most commonly used reactors and the important type of the reactors are the first one is the BWR, important type of reactor. First one is the BWR, that means boiling water reactor. Okay, second important type of reactor is the PWR. Second important type of reactor is the PWR, pressurized water reactor. Okay, third one is the FBR. FBR. Okay, that means fast breeder reactor. Okay, boiling water reactor, pressurized water reactor, fast breeder reactor. Okay, this is the very important type of reactors or commonly used type of reactors in the case of nuclear power plant. And also in the exam point of view, these three reactors are the very important reactors. In that reactors, first we know the which type of fuels are used and which type of coolant is used and which type of moderator is used. Okay, and then we learn the diagram for that reactor, and also what are the advantages and disadvantages are there in that reactors. Okay, that is the one of the major important points in the all the types of reactors. Same as that of in the PWR, we learn which type of fuels is used, which type of coolant is used, and which type of moderator is used, and what is the diagram for that PWR, and what are the advantages and disadvantages are there in the PWR. Same as that of we learn which type of fuel is used in the FBR, and what is the coolant is used in that FBR, and what is the moderator is used in the FBR, and its diagram for that fast breeder reactor, and also what are the advantages and disadvantages are there in the case of the FBR is the major important in the exam point of view. Okay, out of three topics, at least in the two sets we are having the questions that will be related to these three types of the reactors. Okay, that's why we learn what are the advantages and disadvantages are there, and also diagram for that reactors. Okay, understand ma? This is the types of reactors that will be used in the nuclear power plant. Okay, in the next class we are discussing about the pollutions from the nuclear power plants, and how the pollutions will be obtained and which types of radiations that will be delivered in the nuclear power plants. Okay, that will be discussed in the next class, and also the radiations hazards. What are the radiations that will be delivered in that nuclear power plants when the nuclear fission process will be done in that nuclear reactors? Okay, that will be that all will be discussed in the radiation hazards. Okay, and then we are discussing about the what are the types of radiations are there, how the radiations that will be affected for that populated areas. Okay, that all will be discussed in the next class, and which types of rays are to be delivered and how that radiations are the